So I just couldn't think of any other video to film this week. I mean, I have a list of ideas of videos I'd like to do in the future that are lighthearted, hopefully funny, that'll entertain you, that'll make you happy, make your days better. But this week I just couldn't bring myself to film anything else, but I wanted to film this. I'd like to talk to you guys about my depression. In the past, I've talked about my anxiety and how that's affected me. And anxiety was terrible, a horrible thing to deal with, but I did go on a prescription called Lexapro, and honestly, that really helped. Genuinely going to my doctor, talking to them, finding a medication, going on it, and having it for over a month, it started to work. My anxiety sort of dissipated for the most part. It's still there, of course. It's always gonna still be there, but it is so much more managed. However, it's been months that my depression isn't managed at all. It feels like once I got rid of, for the most part, anxiety, it really shed light on my depression, because before the anxiety was the thing that I would focus on, I would notice it more, it would cause anxiety attacks and things like that, and I also just assumed that my anxiety was causing my depression. And I was hoping going on Lexapro and getting rid of, for the most part, my anxiety would also cure my depression. But it's been months now, and I haven't been doing great. Now, I'll say it right away, I'm not suicidal. You do not have to worry about that from me. Thankfully, I do not have that effect from my depression. That is not a concern now, nor do I ever actually see that being a concern from me personally. But my depression leads to me just sleeping so much. I'm starting to become nocturnal again, where I will basically sleep all day and then stay up at night. Honestly, I like being nocturnal kind of, but that's just not how the world works. I will sleep well over 8 hours a day. I will sleep 8 hours, wake up, do a few things, even have a coffee, and then just nap for a couple more hours because I just don't feel like doing anything. I feel sad most of the time. I feel unmotivated. I just don't want to get out of bed, and I don't want to do anything. And if you aren't depressed, it's easy to look at that and think, wow, they must be just really lazy. Just get off your ass and do something. I wish it was that easy. I really do. There are days where I can, just kick my own butt and get some stuff done, but it's still just like after a little while, I just get tired again and I don't want to do anything. The reprieve I have from this depression is whenever a friend visits me, I actually can completely push it to the side and I genuinely love their company. I enjoy it. I have a good time and I'm not sad when they're around. That doesn't mean the solution is necessarily just always be around friends. To manage this depression, I have to also be okay with being alone with my own thoughts, because when I'm alone I get sad and I just start to just think about how unhappy I am. And it's easy to look at me because look, I realize how lucky I am and how lucky I have been. I am doing what I love. I genuinely love YouTube as a job. It is a dream job. I get it. I have support on Patreon. I have a family that's still together and loves me. I have no debt. I have things. I have a place to live that's comfortable. I have friends. But the frustrating part about that is that I have all these nice things. I should be happy. Why am I not happy? You know, it's like you start to feel guilty because you're not happy. Like the fact that you should be happy makes you even more unhappy because you just don't get it. It's like, what is wrong with me? It's depression. It's a chemical imbalance in your brain, like the anxiety was. A lot of what people don't understand is that being a content creator, while a lot of people, I believe it's 34% of youth want to be a YouTuber as their dream job, the most sought after job there is right now. It's very glorified, but just with any other job, there's a lot of stress that comes with it that you may not think about. It is really hard to not let the numbers affect you. I know there's a lot of creators out there who will like to just say, oh, I don't care about the views, I don't care about the sub count, none of it matters to me, who cares? And that's the cool thing to say. The cool thing to be is someone who just doesn't care about any of that. But in reality, most content creators look at view count and subscriber count, and if they see it slumping a bit, it affects your mood. It gets to you. It has an effect on your mood. I wish it didn't, but it really does. It's just a thing that just happens with a lot of creators. Because think about it. You're making something like this. I want you guys to see this. I want this to help somebody, or my other videos, I want them to laugh. I want it to be seen. So if I look at the view count and it's low, that thing I made that I want lots of people to see isn't being seen as much as I'd like, and it sucks. Or like my subscriber count is in a slump for a while, it starts to affect me personally because it is a metric that measures my success. When you start out YouTube, when I started out, 1,000 views was exciting. I was so like, oh my God, I got a video to 1,000 views. Can you imagine? Or I got 1,000 subscribers. It's exciting. And then that moves to 5,000 views, 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 views, 10,000 subscribers, etc. It's like no matter what monument I hit, it's like it's not enough for me. I don't understand that. But I honestly think a large part of that is just my depression. The only thing I think that will be a milestone that really will hit home with me is 100K. That one, that's incredible, but I'll get to that one in the future. There was a special that I watched by Bo Burnham, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact quote, but he was doing a song and he said, "The skinny kid up here trying to entertain you, make you feel the things he can't feel himself." That's not the exact quote. It's better than that, believe me. But that struck home so much. It's like I'm trying to make other people happy while simultaneously I'm unhappy, and it's really hard to deal with. So I wanted to create this video to let you guys know where I'm at mentally right now, because I believe you should know what's going on with me, because I'm just a dude that puts a camera on and records. I'm just another dude, and I want to have you understand where I'm coming from, because it's easy to look at content creators and the stuff that they put out there and think that's all there is there, but there's so much that goes on when that camera goes off, and there's so much more than social media. You oftentimes don't really know creators until you hang out with them personally, because this is just what we show you. There's so much more to us behind the scene, and I am not doing great right now, but I'm trying, and I will continue to try, and I will still do videos every single week because it's my one life constant. It's something that at least brings me some joy to get something out to you guys. So I'm going to make a doctor's appointment soon, and I'm going to see about another medication that will hopefully help this depression, because it worked for my anxiety, and I'm hoping it will also work for my depression. I'm not saying that medications are a cure-all or anything like that. There are still life changes I would like to make. I'd like to be more active. I'd like to exercise, eat better, get on a better health schedule, but I feel like once my depression is at least tamed a bit, that stuff will be easier to do. That's my hope. I don't know. I will definitely keep you guys informed at how that journey goes. I'm sure I'll do a follow-up video at some point, but I also want to say in my Patreon Discord, I have a lot of people that I talk to all the time, and I'll tell you, a lot of them are depressed. I have talked to multiple people out of suicide over the past few months, and it is heartbreaking to see people go through that, because I understand what my depression is, and I'm thankful it's not to that point, nor do I ever believe it will be, but I want to help people, and I want people to know that if you're depressed, you're certainly not alone. The people I've been talking to lately, so many are depressed. It's not unusual. It's something that you can get help for, that I'm getting help for, and that you can recover from. And please, don't ever consider taking your life. Please. I know it may be getting terrible, but please stick around. If you're having suicidal thoughts, please just stick around, because it'll get better. I know I'm holding out hope. It's gonna get better for me. I know it'll get better for me. I'm just seeking out help, just like other people should seek out help. Always talk to people. Yeah, it gets better. Just like my anxiety, I never thought it would get better, but it did. It got better. That aspect of my life is so much better. So I know I'm suffering now from depression. I know you may be suffering from depression, but please stick around. It'll get better. And that's sort of what I wanted to say with this video. I wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to go to a doctor and try to get a prescription. And I wanted people to know they're not alone and that it'll be all right. I hope it'll be all right. Check out my Patreon, StoryMV, whatever. I don't feel like plugging stuff in this video. If you want to support me, go ahead. If not, I just hope you're doing well. It's been Odin, and I'm trying my best. So I'll see you. Of course, I want to thank every one of my patrons. You all help me so much whether you're in the Discord or you're a silent supporter, you guys are truly some of the most important people in my entire life. You're so amazing. I'll start out with Diamond as usual. Thank you so much, King17, David G, Lord Hoot, Kalendon, Adalwin Ironhoof, Multiroid, Tiku Panda, Lucario Knight, Kunlo, and Bluey Burnout. Thank you for your Diamond support last month. It's just incredible. Thank you so much. And everybody at Platinum, Alpha ELP, Bioballs, Wolf Medic, Operator Fox, Kevin J, Rex Cult, Shade Cyclone, Snowy Wolf, Robert Deere, Dante Wolf, Fluffy Cinnamon Roll, Blotto, Donemo, Tantanka, Cutter, Slip Fox Socks, Corvus, Brett D, Alex, and Lexi Fox. Again, thank you, Platinum supporters. You're just so amazing. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you for all your support.